Hello, Gemini. Welcome to your March 2020 reading. We are in Pisces season, okay? This is a wonderful time, 10th house activity for you guys. A lot of emphasis and focus on how you really show up in the world, and it's really quite lovely for you. We're closing out so much stuff. And as we begin the reading with the King of Cups, you have power behind you. And I think this is astrologically supported, that the sky and the stars and the energy that's really all around us is really coursing through you in a form of determination. And sometimes it could be just a determination to get out of where you've been. Sometimes it's a determination to go where you want to go. Same thing, but kind of different, And yet the King of Cups feels so cool, calm, and collected. Now, I am going to say something because I've noticed that in these readings, this very first card, which my intention was to make it for like the Geminis out there. And if you're dealing with a Gemini, this would be your Gemini. But I know that some people might relate more to this card, even if you're cross-watching. Okay, so you got to kind of fill in the gaps a little bit for your own individual story. But a King of Cups is totally capable of feeling a great deal of emotion and yet not really letting it stop them from powering through. You can feel and be productive at the same time. You can have a lot of feelings, and sometimes those are negative feelings, and still go out in the world and show up and put on your best face and be powerful the way Gemini can be. And the King of Cups is an individual that can walk into a room and really command it, But I know you're feeling a lot. And you have been graced with the presence of the Strength card in your environment because you are needing to be strong at this time. Now, we have I'm just going to actually just jump ahead. Let's just dive right in, okay? Because the very first card we got was the Devil card. And when I look at these three cards, this is the epitome of Saturn leaving your 8th house. And Saturn will be in your 8th house until the end of March. I think what's the date? March 21st. So as Sun enters into Aries, Saturn leaves Capricorn. And he will be preparing for a Saturn retrograde this year between Aquarius and Capricorn. So it's kind of like a double dip into your 8th house this year. And I feel like it's going to really, really, really put the final nail in the coffin of all the stuff that just is needing to be closed out really since 2019 and further back. And so the Devil and Strength coming out tells me that there's going to be stuff that comes up, not to mention the Mercury Retrograde, which, oh my God, are you guys feeling it? Holy cow. I've had so many problems with mail and my order at Starbucks. It's like every day there's something. And I think for you, it's going to be no different. This Mercury retrograde is all right, let's go in, let's create a little bit of chaos, let's get things done, let's confuse people, because we need to make sure that people really know what they want. And as Venus enters your 12th house into Taurus this month as well, at the beginning of March, that question of what do I want is going to be at the forefront of your mind, probably on a daily basis. What do I want? What do I want my life to be? What goals do I want to focus on? Where is my priority? Where should my priority be? And have that strength to actually stay focused on those things. Your focus right now is your best friend, because the energy is so, and especially as Saturn moves into Aquarius, you can feel that jolt. And as it approaches the last degrees of Capricorn, or for you, the last degrees of your 8th house, there's going to be some stuff of Saturn trying to finish out his 8th house stuff for you. Finish the transformation, finish the change, finish the evolution. Let's get those butterfly wings flapping, right? And Saturn pushes and pushes and pushes. And I think that's what this Devil energy is really all about. Now, it's not bad. It's not negative. It just means you're going to have to be conscious of your activity. You're going to have to be conscious of your thoughts. You're going to have to be aware that your emotions are creating realities. So you have to consciously go toward the positive and the optimism and the faith in as many ways as you can. And that's probably going to have to be a daily practice for you, because you might get triggered real easy. A King of Cups can be real strong and potent, but it's kind of the small things that really annoy him on a day-to-day basis. People's, very simple inadequacies, where they're kind of their little bad habits that just, get so triggered by those things. He can be real picky and real finicky and hold people to really high standards. Again, not bad. It's just the energy of the month. And the sun coming through your 10th house, there is going to be that pull toward where you want to go. So the question, what do I want? It's going to be something that, and it's not like I want this person to love me back. It's not that kind of stuff. It's your soul and your purpose and your contribution here in humanity. For you, the next 3 months, as we go through Pisces season, Aries season, and Taurus season, these are all like the very last signs of, 10th, 11th, and 12th houses for you. And your place in humanity comes up. And you're going to need to be very receptive to these things. Your role in what you're doing, your role in how you contribute. And I love the receptivity of this Queen of Cups, because on one hand, it's you kind of mirroring back the powerful King of Cups. This is the more masculine, go out and get it kind of energy, but also shut your mouth and listen, right? Listen to what the universe has to say. I would suspect you are receiving massive downloads the next few months as we make our way toward Gemini season. Your season is kind of a big deal because we have the nodes transitioning. We're going to have eclipses in your sign, and, over the next course of the year and a half or 2 years, I guess now. And so you're going to be in the hot seat. You're going to be highlighted a lot. And there's going to be a lot of mending and a lot of healing from a lot of the things from the past several years. So there's so much benefit to just being receptive right now, to just listening, and to really nurture yourself, to really care about yourself. Because I'm not, I remember your readings all year. There was stuff. There were months where you just got kind of blown. It all got kind of blown out of the water a little bit. So to do that self-care, to do that self-love, to really, really touch base with yourself and find grounding within yourself, and just ask yourself, what you really want this life to be. And then be ready for the answers, because I promise you, you will receive the answers that you hope to receive. It's not a matter of seeking. It's not a matter of like going out and doing all this research and going out and doing all this social stuff and putting it out there, really. It's just more a matter of like, universe, how can I be of service? Universe, show me. And then just going about your day. I think the mundane aspects are so critical this month. And with the Saturnian earth nature of the devil, and then the Eight of Coins, which we got directly underneath the devil, I swear, the glory is found in the boring stuff. The glory is found in the answering of the emails, returning the phone calls, filing the paperwork on time, showing up to work on time, doing the laundry, taking your kids to swim lessons, whatever. That is where the glory is found, because it's in this flow, this Eight of Coins flow, where we are the most receptive, because these are the products of our creation energy. And, mundane things might drive you crazy, but they can be therapeutic and very healing, because it's kind of that reminder of like, okay, just slow down. You can only take it one day at a time. There's no need to worry. And I think your creative juices are really going to get supercharged this month with the Mercury Retrograde. That's one thing Mercury Retrograde is always good for, right? Is like that kind of like new way of looking at something. And because you're so natural at that, I think this Mercury Retrograde, while there might be annoying things that happen, ultimately it will open you up a lot. And when I say you're receiving downloads, like And Mercury retrograde in Pisces and Aquarius is going to amplify that even that much more. So, and this could also be, by the way, let me just switch gears here just for just a second. The Eight of Coins can also be your creative things, your painting, your writing. Sorry, I'm like, my mind is totally fried with right now. I don't even know why. But anyway, all those kinds of things, you know, this can also be included in that too. Playing the piano, playing your guitar, singing, music, writing, all those kinds of things. So don't be afraid to prioritize those kinds of things. I would actually prefer to see you stepping away from the social circle for the next couple of months and just, you know, doing your whole vibe, like doing the whole thing that really makes you feel super juicy, super saucy, super sexy, all those things, because that's where the gold is, like really, truly. And you're going to unlock something. Why do I say that? Because the Tower, you're going to unlock something. And I just want to, you know, do my best to kind of show you or tell you that there's going to be something enlightening or something spectacular that could come into potential form this month. The Tower is kind of the devil's both antagonist and also best friend, kind of a frenemy, if you will. We have number 15, we have number 16. This is always the following card, because when we have these established structures, they have to break down, because that's the way the universe always balances it out. So this actually is a combination of absolute perfect balance, because where there was too much structure and too much rigidity, now you have free flow. And that's exactly what happens when you tap into the Eight of Coins. That's exactly what it is. It's called flow. And it's when you lose sense of time. It's when you feel like kind of nothing happened, and you feel that Buddhist kind of separation, awareness, witnessing. Like for me, I'm a Virgo, so I kind of enjoy that stuff anyway. But like for me, like I love doing the dishes, because what happens when I always wash my dishes by hand. So when I do my dishes, it's just like it's so methodical and it's so mindless that I actually feel recharged by doing it. And plus having my hands underneath the water and everything, I just love it. So you may have something mundane like washing the dishes, but your own brand of it that really does that for you. So those are the kinds of things you should be doing, because you will be unlocked. There will be some thing that comes to light. There will be something that you're going to be willing to let go of. It's going to be okay. You're safe. All is well. It's good. And you know, with this Queen of Cups, I spoke to it as though it was your receptivity, but I'm also feeling that you have a presence around you, a husband, wife, significant other, a best friend, a daughter, a son, something like that, who just is so much a support cheerleader for you right now, you know, like people that are totally in your corner. They're not trying to step in for you. They're not trying to burden themselves with the hardship or anything like that. They're just in your corner. And sometimes it's nice to know that when the Tower comes crashing down and when we go through those kinds of experiences, that like we are safe, because the safety really isn't found in the idea of what should be, but the safety is found in the connection with one another. And the Queen of Cups is always someone who loves you like so much, like unconditionally loves you and truly would do anything to really support you in any way. And if you need emotional support, this is someone that you can call, and they'll be like on your doorstep in 20 minutes, like Carrie Bradshaw style, you know, like with a movie and some Chinese food, be like, all right, let's talk through this. Let's relax. Let's get over it. And it'll be okay. And I think this particular individual or people, might be multiple people, is where your heart really is. And that is all you need. Truly, it is all you need. Remember, you do need strength, and the Tower is saying, yes, you're going to need strength. You're going to need the courage, really, to kind of face this. And it's okay, and it's exciting. And I think that the Geminis out there who are truly excited about like this whole new 2020, and then as we move into 2021, which is really going to be probably a much better year. I think I talked about this a little bit last month, but 2020 is like a foundational 4-number year, and it's just very stable. And we're just kind of getting used to these new identities, these new personalities that somehow have kind of started blossoming a little bit, these new ways of seeing the world, these new perspectives. We're getting used to it. So now we are building on those new things. And the strength is really what we need to really, have that positive outlook and to have the courage to really step into our new butterfly wings. So because it's Mercury retrograde, there is an essence of, of course, the communication stuff. We have people trying to talk, people trying to come back, whatever it is. But Page of Wands, if you have a fire sign in your life that has sort of fallen short in the past, I absolutely 100% would not engage. I think you have enough on your plate here. And maybe on some level, this particular person is a cause or involved in your tower somehow. And it probably is time for that particular fire sign to fall by the wayside. Now, it might not be a fire sign. It could be any sign. But I'm pretty sure there's going to be someone or something in your life that you were once super optimistic about that is just really time to just, move past it, time to move on. This probably was more relevant to who you used to be and more of a reflection of who you used to be than who you're becoming. Okay, this is a huge becoming year for all of us. So we got the King of Cups again. Double King of Cups. Now, this is real scorpionic energy. This is truly all the Capricorn 8th house stuff. We got Mars going through there. We got Jupiter going through there. We have the South Node finishing out his transit there. Saturn doing his, it's just so overloaded there. So the intensity is real. That's why it's important to really ground yourself, right? 8th house is a scorpionic house. It's incredibly deep. It's very uncomfortable for an air sign. You may feel like you are drowning. We get it. So the best thing you can do is crawl out to, some dry land and just kind of gasp for air a little bit. So the scorpionic power, though, really is about the rise to ash or rise from ashes. Something had to crash and burn. It had to, because it's your 8th house. What else can we expect? It had to crash and burn. It had to go up in flames. It had to turn to ash so that you could rise up from the purest substance of the universe, right? This is truly a lifetime, an incarnation for Geminis to change their karmic course. More true for you than anyone in the zodiac. So this is the time, big time, okay? And you have the power to do it. You're supported with the strength to do it. You're supported with the astrology to do it. And I think this Venus into your 12th, this question of what do I want? What's meaningful to me? That Venus is going to be a theme for you too, because we've got in May Venus doing her retrograde in your sign, plus a Mercury retrograde in your sign, plus it's just way Gemini. So all the highlight, the whole spotlight's going to be on you this year. And it's exciting, but you also got to finish this stuff out too. So work out your values, work out what's really important to you, reprioritize your stuff, get your things in order, right? Get your house in order so that you can fully embrace the blessings that the latter part of this year are going to just kind of overload you with. And they will be, you will receive them, right? The Tower. It is because the Tower happens that the Page of Cups has space to enter into your life. This could be a romantic situation, 100%. It could be a job offer. It could be a new creative opportunity for you coming in. It could be, someone super cute that you've had a crush on texting you and being like, hey, what's up? What are you doing for dinner? It could be all of those things. And the Page of Cups is fun. And there's an aspect of kind of with this card, the universe sort of tapping on your shoulder and being like, hey, look, Gemini, I got your back. Like, it's cool. I see you, I hear you, I feel you, I get what's going on. Here's a little something, a little sign to indicate that you really are doing the right thing and you really are moving in the right direction. There's an essence of a lot of new things coming online for you, okay? And Ace of Wands is kind of that supercharged energy, like that energy that you resonate, that you are ready for fill in the blank here, however you need to. You're ready and the universe will provide the open door, okay? I sense a lot of passion from Gemini this year, just like so much. And Pisces season is really kind of opening that door. It's opening that space. Don't forget, we have the Sun connecting with Neptune in Pisces, and then it will come off, and then it will connect with Chiron and Aries. There's going to be a little bit of like camel humps going on of just some weird energy. So we just got to be prepared for the weirdness. We got to be prepared for things to just kind of, you know, dissolve and disappear and move into like cyberspace. Like, where the heck did all this stuff go? We don't know. It's the essence of Neptune, okay? So there's just a lot, but it's all for the greater good, and that greater good is showing up here, and you do have the strength to really kind of deal with it. So let's go ahead and put the camera down. We'll pull the rest of the cards and get ready for the comprehensive. See you. Gemini, here we go. We have all the cards laid out here. You can see the tower in the very center of the spread. So, you know, you can expect revision. Let's go ahead and pull out a couple of oracle cards just to kind of help supplement the content. We'll take a look at an astrology card here. Ooh, we have Leo. Beautiful. Dealing with a fire sign, maybe dealing with a Leo. I'm also feeling strong Cancerian vibes, Capricorn, Scorpio, those kinds of people, you know, or those signs are kind of highlighted for the reading, but Leo here as well. Look, it's so important that you have confidence at this time. It's so important that you radiate pride and dignity and elegance and grace. And the one thing I love about Leo that I don't think they get enough credit for, I love how Leo is so capable of just compassion. They're so capable of just absolute love. And it's the sun energy, right? The sun is the rulership of Leo. And I think that no matter what has happened, no matter who has wronged you, no matter what people have said and done, it is that Leo, sun, compassion, and consciousness that really is going to make everything go so much smoother. And I know that if you really are dealing with someone, especially like a lover, particularly, or a boss or a business partner, like people that you're really tight-knit with, it can be so hard to just like look past the humanness. But Leo is so bright and it is so brilliant that shadow cannot exist. You know, it's like when you walk into a dark room, but you turn on the light, like there is no darkness in the room anymore. And I feel like the tower actually is like a light going on. And you start to look past a lot of things. Oh, that one came out. Oh, see, and peace. I didn't even have to shuffle. That one was definitely like ready to come out. Peace. And that's what this is all about. Your internal peace. And I love this card here because you can see how she just has her eyes closed and she kind of has her third eye. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I don't know what it's called. Those things that like in Hindu culture, they put on their third eye there, those little jewels. She has one of those. And so it really is the connection with the divine, and that is where peace and joy and fulfillment is truly found. So that's a beautiful message for you guys. I'm going to start pulling out cards now for the comprehensive reading. So we're not going to talk too much about these right now, but if you want to join me, the link will be in the description box down below. And we'll usually talk for another 20 to 25 minutes. So let's see what cards we're going to talk about there. Let's start with the King of Cups. Pull out a few clarifiers. Oops. Man, these cards. Jeez. Okay. I'm like, yes, ma'am. I hear you, cards. I hear you, tarot. Ooh, another Queen of Cups. All right, let's look at the Devil energy. A lot of Queen energy, a lot of feminine receptivity, even with the female energy being represented here with the Strength card. Excellent. We'll pull out one more for the Devil just to... Okay. It's been a long haul. This 8th house Saturn transit. It has been a long haul for sure. Gemini, I get it. I think that was like that actually. I think that's kind of intuitively how I'm feeling to pull it. 10 of coins, but 6 of swords reversed. You might not necessarily feel a lot of movement in your life right now. It's just more about the Tower more so than anything. What was this card? 4 of Swords. Okay, so yeah, there is focus on love. What can I say? There is focus on connection. Wow, 3 reversals there. Let's look at the 8 of Coins. Beautiful. See what I mean? There is so much beauty in that 8 of Coins. It is unreal. Let's look at the Tower. Oh my gosh. Ooh, another 8 of Coins. The saving grace. That is what is going to make everything easier. Page of Wands. Might be dealing with an earth sign as well, particularly a Virgo. Libra maybe. I feel that Gemini really is holding back a lot right now, probably not really wanting to be very emotionally available to a lot of people. Like it's going to take a real special person for you to be, you know, honest with at this time. That you're going to say anything to. You might be driving a few people crazy, but I think it's okay. You got to do what you got to do, you know. Feeling strong Libra presence right now too. Libra kind of fallen under the radar this month. I think they're kind of, you know, actually like Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, all these signs, like they're not getting hit at all. Sagittarius, no planets in there at all. They're just kind of holding their breath. Ace of Wands, take a look. See? Strength. There's strong Gemini. That's what we love. You need that King of Swords energy to be navigating through this particular environment, and a double strength and then a Tower reverse on the bottom of the deck. Okay. Alrighty, you guys, let's go ahead and we'll cut it off there. If you want to join me to go over all these new cards, you can. The link will be in the description box. All right. If not, I will see you next month. Have an excellent Pisces season. I wish you nothing but the best. Take care. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.